Guys, and welcome to a brand new video. As you can tell by the title of the episode, today we're going to be talking about the potential quarterbacks that will be on the move this offseason. Now, as it comes to this offseason, we have plenty of quarterbacks who are going to be on the move. I'm going to be talking about 8 this episode, though there potentially could be more, but here it is, guys. 8 NFL quarterbacks that could be on the move this offseason. Alright, so the first quarterback we'll obviously be talking about is no other than the guy, Tony Romo. So he's been sitting back behind Dak Prescott this whole last season after being injured in preseason, and Dak is obviously going to be the future there from now on. So Tony Romo needs to go elsewhere. Whether or not where he goes, it doesn't matter where he goes, he's going to be an instant upgrade to any team that he goes to, because he's obviously probably going to go to a team with not a decent quarterback at all. So where I think he will end up, I don't know. He can end up in plenty of spaces. A lot of teams want him. A lot of teams could use him. 49ers, Jets, even Bears. But my prediction is I think Tony Romo is going to go to the Denver Broncos. Why I think this is, I think it's a perfect fit for him. They have a good defense. They have good weapons. They just need to get an offensive line to help Romo succeed there. And I think John Elway could pull the trigger and trade for Tony Romo to be an instant upgrade. Next, we have A.J. McCarron. So A.J. McCarron has been sitting back behind Andy Dalton for the past maybe 3 seasons or 2. I'm not for sure. I don't really know much about A.J. McCarron, but the only thing I know is that he started a few games for the Bengals, and he did pretty well. He even started their playoff game, and he almost won. He should have won as long as Jeremy Hill did not fumble the football. The Bengals would have won a playoff game, and I think they haven't done so in a very long time. I know there is a problem there up in Cincinnati where they are in a huge playoff drought. They make it there, but they don't win anything. So A.J. McCarron, where I think he could end up is I think he would be best fit to go back, but to reunite with his old coach, Hugh Jackson, because Hugh Jackson is now the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I think A.J. McCarron would be a good dynamic to be in Hugh Jackson's backfield, and I think that would be a good fit for A.J. McCarron in his career, and Hugh Jackson gets a quarterback he knows. Next, we have Brock Osweiler. There's not much to say about this guy. I don't know if he's going to go anywhere, if the Texans keep him or not. Not sure what the move is, but I just know the guy is complete garbage. He's probably most likely going to stay with the Texans, I'm assuming. But you never know. They could cut him, which I could see that happening as well. So I don't really have much of a prediction for Brock Osweiler other than he stays with the Texans and maybe the Texans do something else. I don't know. Brock is just trash and they need another answer. Next, we have Kirk Cousins. Kirk is been doing good with the Washington Redskins, and as you guys know, I am a Redskins fan, and I hope we do keep Kirk Cousins, but the money he wants is pretty ridiculous. But we haven't had a franchise guy like this in quite some time. I don't think we've had a back-to-back winning season in since the 90s or something like that. And I don't know. Hopefully Kirk stays with the Washington Redskins. I think he will get the deal, or he will get franchise tag. I don't think he's going anywhere. But I really hope something gets done soon because I'm tired of waiting. And if the Redskins didn't, which I'm completely thinking they will, 49ers is a potential landing spot for him, as Kyle Shanahan has already expressed interest for him, as Kyle Shanahan used to be the offensive coordinator for the Washington Redskins back in the RG3 and Kirk Cousins days, and that would be a pretty good fit for Kirk, but he's staying with Washington. I have no doubt about it. I don't think they're going to do anything else with it. Next, we have Jay Cutler. Now, this guy needs to leave. He does not need to be with the Chicago Bears anymore at all. The Bears just are better off without him, and I think Jay Cutler is better off somewhere else. Where he goes, there's plenty of spots, but I think the perfect fit for him is to go reunite with Matt Forte and Brandon Marshall in New York with the New York Jets and Gang Green. Now, I think that would be cool. Is it going to happen? I'm not actually sure about that. He could go to the Bills if the Bills decide to release, Tyrod Taylor, or do whatever they want to do with Tyrod Taylor, as Tyrod Taylor is someone else we'll be talking about. But my prediction is I think Jay Cutler would be a perfect fit to go to the Jets and start for them and give them a different dynamic, different look at quarterback, as they've been looking at Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Brandon Marshall has had no problem saying positive stuff about Jay Cutler. I think he said that Jay Cutler could possibly, or he could win an MVP in this season. So I think it would be a good fit for him over there. Next we have Tyrod Taylor. I think the Bills only want to cut Tyrod Taylor because of the massive contract they gave him. Now, Tyrod Taylor's been doing great things with the Buffalo Bills. I don't know why they'd want to get rid of him, but the money, I understand. They don't want to give him the much money that they did give him. Why they gave him that kind of deal, I'm not sure if they were going to regret it. But I think Tyrod Taylor should stay with the Buffalo Bills, but he might be cut because he doesn't want to take a contract, or he doesn't want to restructure his contract. Whether or not that happens, whether or not he gets cut, whether or not he goes to a different team, I'm not sure where this guy could go, but I've heard Bleacher Report predict that he goes to the New York Jets and try out there. I could see it happening, but my prediction is Tyrod Taylor stays with the Bills, but you never know what could happen. I could totally be wrong about that, and they eventually just cut him because they don't want to give him the money that they offered him earlier. I think it was last season or something like that. But next we have Colin Kaepernick. No doubt this guy needs to leave the San Francisco 49ers. If he is still on the 49ers roster after this offseason, I will be shocked. This guy already has a massive, well, it's not massive, but he has a decent deal there, and he is trash. The only thing he's done in the last 2 years is cause drama over the kneeling against the national anthem, which I think was completely stupid. But, you know, the guy has a right to his own opinion, I guess. But where I think this guy could go, I honestly do not think he's going to go start anywhere. I don't think that at all. This guy has just not been the same at all since the Super Bowl or whatever. Or, I mean, I think even after that he was still pretty damn good. He has not been the same. I think he's going to go be a backup somewhere. And I think Seattle would be an interesting spot for him to be a backup quarterback there, as Tarvaris Jackson is going to be gone there or I don't know who their backup is right now. But I think he could be a backup somewhere, maybe even in Denver if the Broncos get Tony Romo. Next, we have Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think, is heavily rumored to get traded by the New England Patriots. He could be a starter, no doubt. I think he could start for other teams in this league, and I think the Patriots should give him that chance. I don't think they should bury him behind Tom Brady and waste any more of his career. I'm not sure how old the guy is right now, but I just know that the guy could start for a team, and the team I think he could start for is the Chicago Bears. Honestly, I think that would be a great fit for Jimmy Garoppolo to go to the Chicago Bears, as they need to get rid of Jay Cutler. There's no reason Jay Cutler should be there after this offseason. So there's plenty of quarterback carousel coming up to this offseason, and I am very excited for that. So where I think Jimmy Garoppolo should go, I think it's pretty obvious. Maybe in 49ers, but I think Chicago Bears is just a perfect fit. It fits like a glove, and I think Garoppolo could see himself in Chicago. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as it helps me out a lot. As it is, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Crush Bulls, and I'm saying peace.